Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you an oracle and tarot card reading. So the cards I'm going to use is a tarot deck, my tarot deck. And then I also have this oracle card deck that is called Art of Novayu. It is a fortune telling deck. It kind of looks like tarot. It has numbers on it, but it's really good for future prospects and it's very accurate. So I love this deck and I love using it. And then I also wanted to incorporate this deck called Goddess of Guidance. It's an oracle card deck, but it has nice positive affirmations. I feel very drawn to it with you. I get this very strong goddess sense of energy from you. I get a lot of like Egyptian energy as well. So I want to use this deck in the end to pull out a positive affirmation card, okay? The crystals I am using in your reading is I have a rose quartz here. The rose quartz for me represents love, unconditional love, the heart chakra, the strong feminine goddess energy. I also have a clear quartz. For me, this represents having more access and connection to your higher self, higher beings that work with you, and at the same time having good and positive energy around you while you receive that guidance, okay? I also have a tiger's eye because I do feel like you can be up in the air a lot. I do feel like you can feel sometimes not grounded. So this is a very grounding crystal and this could help you ground yourself, especially if you have spiritual gifts and a lot of psychic ability, which I do feel like you have, okay? All right, so before anything, your name and information will be confidential. I will only go over your questions. Before anything, I'm just going to clear out the cards. And then I'm going to pray to tune into your energy. I love doing readings that involve me reading somebody who has as well psychic ability, because I love connecting with others that are light workers, so I love this. I'm probably going to start picking up on past lives with you. I already feel like I'm already drawn with the whole Egyptian thing that's coming through, but I'm going to pray now, and then from there I will pull out the cards. All right. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth that is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the reader I'm reading for, may you step forth now to reveal to her now what she needs to know in this present time in regards to her spiritual gifts. I ask to the spirit world as well. I'm open to receiving messages and guidance for this. I will only receive information from God's purest intention and God's white light. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading. Thank you. Alright, so I feel like you have all the tools. I feel like you have like what it takes. I also feel like you've given readings. I don't know if it's paid readings. I feel like you have. If not, you've trained a lot. You've given a lot of free readings, things like that. And I feel like you have the ability to do so. I feel like Spirit's telling me you have all the tools, and I feel like you're thinking too much into it. It's kind of like, sometimes when you're forcing something too much, you just start blocking it for no reason, and it's like, why is this happening? It's because sometimes you're like forcing it, or you're trying to make it like you're trying to put more into it when like you're only receiving that amount. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more of that you're forcing it. And I feel like Spirit's telling me not to force it. When it comes down to intuitive messages, intuitive abilities, it just comes natural. And it's something that you can't force. Spirit wants to reveal what they want to reveal. Spirit wants to say what they want to say. So I also feel like if you've been giving readings to people, people are very demanding and wanting to know what they want to know and what they want to hear. And another thing is I'm feeling Spirit wants you to know that when you do come across people like this that are wanting readings and they're wanting to know what they want to know, you have to let them know that's not how Spirit's agenda works. It's what they need to hear, okay? So I'm going to just go over what you wrote to me. So it says spiritual gifts. I have them, I use them, but I want to know my strongest gift. How should I use it? What can I do to strengthen my calling? And why do I have angelic dreams? I am definitely hearing clear audience, clear audience, clear audience, and also you have a mixture of clear audience, clear cognizance, and then clear sentience. But you're very strong with clear audience. I also feel like you've had like feelings where like something bad happens and you feel it before it happens. Like you've had situations where maybe you dream about it before it happens, or you have a bad feeling about something that's going to happen and then it happens. You're very good with premonition as well, but I'm getting a lot of clear audience, very strong. And for me it's clear cognizance, which is the sense of knowing. It's like a knowing you have, it's like a knowing you get. So I would say your strength is clear audience and clear cognizance. Those are very, very strong. The clear audience, like literally, I feel like you could hear, it's not like you hear voices, but you hear these thoughts in your head, and that's spirit. It doesn't always come through super strong, but it can come subtle and fast, and you have to pick up on it. I'm also feeling that I feel like when you were younger, you had the sense of sensing energy as well. So you would see things, or I think you would even feel things, like you would see things if possible, like, apparitions or ghosts, if you could call it. I do feel a very strong grandmother energy around you. I think it was with you in yesterday's reading, your mother-in-law came through, but I feel like this is an actual grandmother that's coming through for you, and she guides you a lot as well. Okay, I'm very much picking up. I did tell you in your past lives, I was picking up like Egyptian culture, Egyptian things, but I'm also picking up something with being in a tropical place. Living in like an island. So either you were Hispanic or living in South America. But I see you like one of these like people who lived in like Peru, like in the Incas and stuff like that, and you had children and stuff. That is one of the past lives I'm coming through. I'm picking up for this. Okay. And one of those past lives you died very tragically. I'm picking up like it was very intense. You were a mother with children and you died very tragically due to like corruption in the tribe and things like that. Okay. Um, I'm gonna pull out the cards and see what else I pick up with your gifts, hun, okay? Okay. Definitely to strengthen, I'll start first with clear audience. Let me pull out 3 cards and I'll discuss it, all right? With clear audience, I definitely feel like that's something that needs to be worked on with anything that has to do with sound, hun. So sound would be listening to music, listening to your inner thoughts. So like let's say like when you got to do groceries, like when you do groceries and you're remembering to pick up milk or something like that, and you hear that voice in your head saying, "Oh, I need to pick up milk," or like, "Oh, I gotta do this." That is what clear audience sounds like. If you can actually hear voices, that's amazing, because I can't hear voices. I can hear thought information through my head, but that's what it sounds like, and that's what it feels like. Okay, and the best way to make stronger and strengthen that, make that stronger, would be meditation and prayer. Meditation, prayer, being open to receiving information and not judging it when it comes through. Okay, and also trusting it. To hone in on your skills, you have to practice, practice, practice. It's a muscle. It's literally a muscle. Like you have to practice, 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 and it gets stronger, hun. Okay, wow, these are really beautiful cards. All right, these are gorgeous. And a lot of power, a lot of strength. I get a lot of power and strength from you. Okay. Um, Definitely, this is in regards to your life. Okay, so we'll continue with the spiritual gifts. There was a very tragic. Something was something ended. For me, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of Swords represents some suffering, some pain, something that tragically ended, something that caused you a lot of pain in your past. Could be a relationship. I feel like it's probably a relationship, something that was a major heartache. It was a battle, but definitely it caused you a lot of pain. But I do see in the present that you're staying strong. There's a lot of strength in you, a lot of strength that you're using within yourself to move forward, to know what's best for you and best for your life, okay? I'm also seeing of a celebration of some sort. So for me, it could be a wedding. It could be the celebration of an anniversary or somebody's marriage or celebration of some sort that's happening. I don't know if it's for you or someone in your family. It could be a celebration of a new job, a celebration of anything, but a celebration of some sort that needs to be congratulated. But due to this thing in the past, you've become strong. You've become this goddess warrior energy, and that I'm definitely picking up way from the beginning of the reading, okay? And Spirit's definitely telling me to continue with this strength, okay? Whatever happened in the past due to that, that suffering, it was supposed to happen. It was like a blessing in disguise, honestly. That's what Spirit's telling me, because it caused you a lot of pain. It caused a lot of heartache. It caused a lot of stress. It was just a headache. Okay, I don't know exactly what it is, but you need this relief. You need this peace in your life now. If you aren't moving forward with this is something that you should move forward with. You need this peace. You need this time now for gaining more access with knowing more about yourself and what your wants are. I do see that this is a time where you're like taking the bull with the horns, and you're being strong. So I feel like you're gonna get to that good place. If you're not in that good place yet, you're gonna get to that good place, and I need you to push through it, push forward with it, and know that it was a blessing in disguise. And if it continued, it would have not been good. Like, I feel like it would have been bad, especially emotionally for you. I feel like it was a lot of an emotional roller coaster, an up and down thing, a very emotional roller coaster for you. It was like a lot of disappointments, a lot of letdowns, a lot of sadness, and that's something in life that is not necessary. So for me, it would be to know that that's something that's in your past now and that no longer serves you. And the best is to move forward away from this. If you're not doing this now, to begin this, because this will definitely give you a relief off your shoulders. That's what I'm picking up, a relief. All right. But this is beautiful. And what's really good is the cards are up. So it means it's positive. You are working on this. This is something that you're working on. If they were reversed, it would mean that there's a blockage of some sort, but there's no blockage. So this is something that you're working on. Okay. So that is something I am definitely feeling that's happened in your life and going on in your life. Okay. In regards to your gifts as well, you have a lot of connection with the spirit world. I really do feel like you're intuitive with spirits around you, and I do feel like you can possibly be a medium if you honed in on that gift. I feel like at times you can get a little worried or scared. I feel like you can get scared of like negative entities, negative energies. I feel like negative energies and negative entities tend to attract themselves to you because you're so much full of light. But I feel like you need to incorporate more praying. I'm definitely hearing praying. You need to pray more. So for me, it's learning how to pray before reading and after reading. That's the best way to keep the reading cleared with beautiful, good energy so that nothing negative comes through. I also feel like you need to learn more as well to train yourself to close and open. I feel like you can close and open, but sometimes you don't close correctly, and then you just start receiving stuff from random people around you, and that's not good because you don't want to receive unwanted energy or unwanted baggage that's not necessary, because you want to live your everyday life. So the best thing would be to learn how to create your own visualization exercise to close. So for me, closing, I just do the Our Father, like how I just did in the beginning. I do the Our Father, and then I sage. So saging is really good, and then from there I'm like, okay, I'm on shutdown. I imagine myself closing up like a box, or I imagine myself zipping up. And whenever I'm opening up and I'm ready to give a reading, I do the Our Father again, and then I imagine myself zipping open, and I imagine myself getting out of the box. So it's kind of like you're opening and closing yourself from the spirit world. But I do feel like you're in tune with the spirit world as well, and there's a possibility you can be a medium if you hone into it. I don't know if you want to be a medium, but I do feel like you have access to that. Now, in regards to having a lot of angelic dreams, it's because you let me see your question here. I just want to make sure that's what you said. You said here, why do I have angelic dreams? You have angelic dreams because I really do feel like you've had a lot of, I don't feel like you've been a human a lot. Like, I don't feel like you've reincarnated as a human a lot. I feel like you have, but not so much. I sense this weird connection with you with angels due to the fact that you've been an angel yourself. a lot more than a human reincarnation. I also feel like I don't know if you noticed this, but I feel like when you're sleeping, you do this thing where you help other people that you don't know and you heal other people that you don't know in your dreams. And I also feel like you help people cross over spiritually. I feel like you do that in your astral plane without knowing. If you do know this, then it makes sense. But without knowing, you help people in the astral plane like cross over. Um, and you work with a lot of children. I feel if you don't work with children now, I feel like you're very in tune with children and very in tune with young people, especially in the dreams. I feel like you're very in tune with people that have had accidents, tragedies. I feel a lot of accidents and tragedies around you as well in spirit. People like, I don't know if it's loved ones around you in spirit, but I feel a lot of like that energy around you. So you very much have a lot of spirits that have gone through tragedies and accidents, like suicides, car accidents, etc., or tragic endings. They are very much attracted to you in spirit because you have this beautiful light and angelic feeling to you. And that's another reason why you have a lot of angelic dreams, because you were more of an angel in a lot of lives, and you've worked more as an angel than an actual human being living on an earthly life. So it's kind of in you naturally. You have that like angelic nature to you. And that angelic nature, when you weren't human, you were helping others cross over, and you still do that, but you do this in your dreams. Okay, so that's the answer to that question. And then the answer to the question of honing onto your gifts would be, main answer is meditation and prayer, learning how to close yourself and open yourself up and creating your own prayer to protect yourself from unwanted baggage. Okay, to strengthen clairaudience, again, I would say is to listen to music, listen to your thoughts more. So I would say when you meditate, like actually just sit down and ask, okay, I'm open to receive. What am I feeling? And you'll just start, your mind will just start saying random things. In the beginning, it'll start sounding like your imagination, and you'll be like, what the hell? But if you start trusting it and you don't judge it, you'll start seeing when you give readings, it starts making sense. You're like, oh my God, there's something to this, okay? With claircognizance, I don't feel like you need to work on that. I feel like that's just supernatural to you already. It's like a feeling. It's like a knowing you have. All right. It's like a knowing and you get it and it just happens. Okay. For me to work on that would be prayer and meditation as well, and just trusting that gut feeling, always just trusting it. And it's not even a feeling. You just know. And then when people are like, oh, but like, how do you know? You're just like, I just know. There's like no explanation to it. I just know. So those are very, very strong strengths that you have. Okay. All right. I also pick up this like I pick up a very strong past life as well as a medicine woman, a Native American medicine woman from you. You literally would do herbal things. So if I don't know if you're into like herbal stuff or medicine or like herbs and like magic, maybe like those spells with like medicine and herbs, like medical stuff, but you're very good medical stuff as well. So if you would want to hone into any like traits or like gifts that you could use, I would say clairaudience with claircognizance, working with angels, and working being a medical intuitive. That's very, very powerful for you. So in that past life, I feel, so I said the Egyptian, the Inca, like working, being in South America as a mother that died tragically, and then also you have a very strong Native American woman, old medicine woman, and you helped women, and you worked with angels as well. You helped women with medicine, herbs. You would heal women that were pregnant with babies. There's a huge child connection with you as well. Pregnancy. So if I don't know if you work with people actually with pregnant or babies, people who are pregnant or with babies right now, but there's something to it. Maybe you could look more into this. So you're very good with this. Okay, you have like a natural high, a natural gift with this. Okay, and it's more of like, I wouldn't say energy, it's kind of like energy healing, but it's like medical, like you know how to help them emotionally and physically. It's like a medical intuitive, and I feel like if you hone in on that, there's a lot that could come out of that. All right, hun? So I'm going to pull out 3 cards here from this lovely deck that I have here in regards to your gifts as well. There's also a strong grandfather figure in spirit for you. So like a grandfather, so for me like a father, grandfather figure. He's very sweet. I'm not sure if you knew him. I am not sure, but he's coming through. Okay. but I feel a strong medicine woman. It's like really intense. Oh God, here we go with the knife again. So something was cut out of your life. Some relationship ended, or you had to end a relationship, or something happened in your life where it was intense, or it's happening now, like you're removing it, or something that caused you a lot of suffering. But these cards reversed mean the same thing. But I see a tree. So a tree for me represents growth and healing. There's a lot of healing that has to do with this suffering that happened. So the end of a relationship, or like, you know, the cut of something, of a horrible heartache or something like that. Something that you know that it was too much. But there's a lot of healing and growth with this. To know that this is just happening for now, and this is not going to be all it is. You know, like I feel like you have that strength, and you need to embrace that strength to be able to heal. So you're like a tree now. There's a lot of growth to your life. There's more to look forward to. Don't let this make you feel like that's all there is when there isn't, and when that isn't. Okay, I'm feeling stork. So there's something that you're waiting. There's some delay. I don't know if you're waiting to end it with this person. I don't know if it's just like this delay of the relationship. It's just being delayed, and it's like this constant battle of like heartache, or this can be due to the fact that your gifts, you're just waiting. You're giving readings, you're doing this, or you're like honing in on it, but there's something that's holding you back, and spirit doesn't want you to hold back from it. You're so strong with the medical intuitive stuff. It just keeps on coming through, like this old medicine woman working with herbs and stuff, and something super strong with children, honey. I don't know what it is, but you have a huge connection to children. You have a huge connection to pregnancy and women. And I really, really feel from the bottom of my heart, if you do anything, I feel like if you really want to like go into this work, this would be really, really good for you. Like I feel like this is your calling, and I hope you look into this stuff, because it's really intense, this connection you have with children. You're like literally like you're like a child whisperer. Like you can understand children intensely. And I feel like you can understand women who go through pregnancies, also women that can't have kids or something like that. I don't know if you can't have kids, or there's women that you know that can't have kids. There's something coming through for that, and I'm feeling maybe you could help pregnant women who are pregnant, women that go through pregnancy. This would be something really good. But it's very strong. You have such a sweet energy, such a caring, loving, healing energy. Like you're willing to give anything off your back for anyone. And that's another thing I'm feeling spirit saying. You need to learn sometimes when to say no. So don't give your energy to anyone. Spirit's telling me don't always give your energy to anyone. Really reserve that energy for when times of need. It's good to help others, but know when to say no. Like don't just give your energy out to anyone, because you could easily get drained. You're an empath, extremely, like tremendously. You're an empath, and you could emotionally just like, you feel everything around you. You feel others' energy extremely around you. And you need to be careful with that. That's why I was saying that you need to know when to close yourself and open yourself. You got to shut yourself down properly so that you don't receive other people's baggage. All right. So in regards to the angelic dreams, the reason behind that again is because you've lived more you've lived more lives as an angel. Your job was helping others cross over, and you still do that because it's imprinted in your soul, and you do it in your dreams. You help children that have passed young. You help spirits which are like young spirits. So like I said, children that have passed young. You help spirits like young teenagers, young people that have passed tragically through accidents and things like that. You're very drawn with the whole children thing and the medical intuitive thing. Okay, please know this. You do this in your dreams. If you don't know, you do it without knowing, and this is something you can hone into as well. Working as an angelic, medical, intuitive, clairaudient, claircognate. But no, this is something that's very, very much with you. Okay. All right. So that was really, really beautiful. Okay. All right. So I am now going to pull out one beautiful card from this deck for you, from Goddess of Guidance. Oh, I love this reading already. Oh, the card just came out flying. Oh my God, how weird, right? So I got past lives. When we're talking about past lives, it just like flew out of my hand. So in regards to your abilities, it's due to your past lives. Like I said, you're very drawn to this because of that past life as a medicine woman, as a healer. You were like mainly a healer. I don't know if you use cards. I don't see you using cards. If you do use cards, I don't feel like that will be more of your calling. I feel like more of your calling will be medical intuitive, healing, like energy healing people, like actually healing people, children, with that angelic energy to you, with herbs, things like that, like natural stuff, okay? And again, this card just popped out and it says past life. It says the situation involves your past life memories. So all these things that you're going through, all these gifts, all these spiritual things is due to past lives things, past life memories, past life situations. And that's okay, because mine as well, I don't have these gifts because it was like passed on to me genetically. It was more passed on to me through my soul. I used to do this I've done this in most of my lifetimes. I was in almost all my lifetimes. I've been a nomad, a traveler, a gypsy, giving readings. So this was and speaking to the dead, and this was a gift that's just stayed with me in my soul and gone with me in every lifetime. And I'm basically just doing what I did in those lifetimes, and I'm just doing it now. It's my purpose, and I love doing it, and it makes me happy being able to heal and help others. All right, so this is something you could definitely hone into, and I see you doing a lot with it. I just feel like you need to trust it. I feel like you need to not force it so much. It comes naturally when you receive information, and it's like you know how to heal people. Like you know how to, like, if somebody's having health issues, you know how to help them, like, health wise. It's like, I don't know, this like natural thing. You can use natural remedies and stuff. It's really weird, but I'm definitely picking that up with you. So it's due to like a past life as a Native American and old medicine woman. All right. So I'm gonna leave you with that, hun. I really much hope you enjoyed this reading. I very much enjoyed reading you. I had so much fun, and you have such great energy, and like a lot of healing energy that I freaking love. And I hope that you would love another reading in the near future. And I send you lots of love your way, hun. And if you could leave me a written review on my Facebook page, it would mean so much. Thank you so much. Many blessings. Namaste. Have a great day. Bye. I'm so sorry, hun. So I just saw your last question and I didn't see it. So I just read it now, and I don't want to like just send you the reading and I didn't answer that question. Your last question was in regards to the Ascended Master who works with you, and if it's the same person you dream about. I feel there's a lot of people working with you as guides spiritually. I feel like this huge connection with you with like India, and like I'm hearing this term called Ganesh. I don't know if it's that elephant thing. It's like this figure. I'm also picking up as well. It's just like this Indian goddess. So I get like the lotus flower. I get a lot of this like things from India. It's an Indian figure. So for me, that's like a lot of energy that's coming through like as a guide that works with you, like this Indian goddess. I'm also picking up, things that have to do with like Mother Mary and things like that. A lot of things that have to do with like this nature of like I said, children and stuff like that. But for me, your main guide that works with you, I'm not sure if it's the same Ascended Master, but I feel like you have a lot of guides working with you, is the Indian goddess. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's Ganesh, but I'm gonna look that up really quickly just because. I even pick up Kuan Yin, if anything, but I feel like it's Ganesh. I don't know if you've heard of that, but Ganesh is something that's Thailand and it's Hindu. I don't know much about it, but I keep on hearing that. I keep on seeing that, okay? But no, that's a very strong energy that works with you, like India and stuff like that. You have a lot of India, Native American energy with you. And then I feel like this like Mother Mary sense of energy as well, due to the whole children thing. Okay, but that's what I feel connected with you. But I feel like you have a lot of other spirit guides as well. So whomever you're dreaming about in the spiritual realm, they work with you as well. You have more than one. All right. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Sorry I missed your question, and I had to film it now again and like put it together. All right. Bye.